When you speak about Lone Peak Sound, it seems many of the same artist names keep coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about the Lone Peak Sound family?
A lot of the same names come up when you're talking about Lone Peak Sound, and I think that's because, first of all, Salt Lake City is a small city. I call it Small Lake City because of that. Everyone seems to know everyone. And so you look at the percentage of the general population who are jazz musicians, and it's probably 1% of 1% of 1% or something like that. So all the best jazz musicians know each other. And we develop friendships over the course of years, you know. We've been playing together. That crew, that Zanzibar crew, the Lone Peak Sound crew, some of us have been playing together for almost 20 years now. So, yeah, the names, the same names keep popping up because they're the best musicians around here. Kenji Aihara, you know, I mean, Kenji's on Flamingo, he's on the Number Ones record, he's on The Night We Call It a Day, he's on Everything I Love, Angela's record. He's on the new record that I just recorded, which will be called Dream, with Caleb Curtis on alto sax and the Jazz Vespers Quartet. Yeah, so, you know, Lone Peak Sound is my own personal Blue Note Records in a way, sort of like my Salt Lake City version of Blue Note Records. With Blue Note Records, you had a group of musicians who played a lot. I mean, how many records does Billy Higgins play drums on Blue Note, you know? On how many records does Butch Warren play the bass? On how many records is, you know, Kenny Drew playing piano, or Lee Morgan playing trumpet, or Joe Henderson playing tenor? You know, they were part of a family. You know, we call it the Blue Note family. We call it the Lone Peak Sound family. These are musicians that if you had a world-class musician rolling through Salt Lake looking to put a band together, these are the musicians he would hire. So yeah, a lot of the same names keep popping up, and that's actually kind of cool if you follow the label, and if you're a fan of the music and you follow these records closely, you learn about these different musicians and learn about their playing styles and become well acquainted with their voices on their instruments. And that's what jazz is about. It's about finding your voice and expressing that. So people who follow the label are going to get well acquainted with the Lone Peak Sound family.